No, you said you were
Yeah,
snapping.
they said you was snapping.
So she
Hey, keep it rolling, Steve. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
Okay, wait, cut.
No, keep it rolling.
All right,
Keep it rolling.
redo it. I'm gonna do it for real.
supposed to snap.
Last time he at least said episode 206. Why would you bring
on the clapper?
Brittany?
I'm sorry, it's on the clapper. You needed a fair warning.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just wanted to pick up what you was putting down.
This is so last Tuesday, all he did was the clapper, and you
No, he said
Amber.
He said it. That's how I knew where to come in.
We were sorry, Steve.
Can we
Restart.
I'm sorry, y'all.
This is a great time in Cleveland tonight, and I think what we look at is black excellence on display right now.
I feel blessed. From the moment I walked in the door, I heard Mr. Wheaton and congratulations and everything. Now all the way up to upstairs, same thing, man. It's a blessing.
I am feeling really grateful, very blessed. It's just an amazing experience to be able to be in the room with so many amazing people and people that are game changers and world changers. That's breaking bread and making businesses in Cleveland, Ohio.
This is a night for the books for not only Cleveland but Ohio. I'm so proud of Tenora.
I always want to do, God. It's finally came to me, God. Because in the beginning of my career, I went to LA, went to school out there. I wanted to move to LA. But God had told me no, not yet. And I was like, I didn't have no kids or nothing, And now my husband today, we was just dating. He was like, I'll go wherever you want to go. Shout out to my boo. We stayed here. I understand now. But this is how you know that God's promises are yes and amen.
It ain't Sunday, KB.
He said no. He said not yet then, and then he said yes. Speed up them years later. There was things that needed to be perfected in me so that I could go. Because it's a whole nother level, and you got to be sure in your character and who you are, so you don't fall for anything, but you understand why God brought you to this place. I'm just saying, it's so important. So I get there, I'm in background, I'm all happy, like, all to get a phone call, like, where are you? I'm like, where am I? I said, well, I'm here. I'm in the background. I haven't seen, because we have never seen one another. So I'm like, I'm in the background, just waiting on you to come. Brought everything you said, bring. She says, no. Get in the car. We got a driver going to come and bring you to where we are. Because how it works is you have background artists and you have first team. Y'all, when I pulled up to all them trailers, and I got on that trailer, I legit, I wanted to cry. I couldn't because it was like, I needed it, but I just wanted to cry because it was like when God do something for you.
Sorry, pull it back out again.
It's first class. You don't have to. You ain't got to undercut nobody because he got a timing for you. And when you just stay the course, it is abundantly.
Now, I need you to know something real quick, KB.
Yeah.
You are speaking to me right now. I don't think you understand right now. Like, really, you are.
My Lord. Yeah. No, like, because this happened already. Like, we're journeying, but this has happened. And so you're already victorious. And so it's like, I realized that even the more I got on here, she was playing gospel music. I said, what's going on over here? Yeah, she don't play. She likes to set the tone. And so we develop a relationship. Next thing I know, she said, I truly enjoy meeting you. She met my family, everything. And she said, I'm gonna take you to my next project. And so a year later, I went to Texas, and I have a show out right now on Paramount Plus called Lawman Bass Reeves, and it's because another black woman, pulled me up. Right. And one thing that she always says to me, my first day, she said, all I'm asking that you do is that you bring another one up.
Come on now, that's to be the motto.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Wow. And so that's why I do what I do. That's why I have the Girlfriends in Grace Bible studies. Yeah. That's why Sis Bloom. That's why when I preach that people, I'm a preacher, a destiny preacher. I'm a faith preacher. I preach that you would know that there is more for you. You know, and humility is the way. You know, waiting on your time, because in a world of instant gratification, in a world that it looks like people got everything going on, or it looked like people forgot about you, that's not true. God's way take a little longer, but nobody can take it from you. They'll never be able to take it from you. You get it instantly, it's gone.
So people don't be knowing. These interviews be fueling me and speaking to me. They really do, because I need to hear that. Yeah. Because you know, I don't know if you ever experienced, but you get discouraged at times doing the thing God called you to do sometimes. You know. Absolutely. And man, he know I needed to hear this today.
Yeah, you do. I'm not without discouragement. You know, meaning as in times feeling discouraged, but I've learned and I've surrounded myself with people that I call, and when I'm discouraged, we start praying. Come on now. Like, our prayer life is important because you got to push things through prayer. You know, like, people say like, oh, the forces, no, the devil be fighting you. And it's like, you got to pray because you need the Lord. You got to be talking to the Lord about what's going on, submitting those things, and prayer is going to strengthen you. You're going to walk away strengthened. Your anxiety is going to be down. Your worry is going to flee, because none of those things can come in his presence. You know, and so the one thing I've learned about building is I'm a builder. You know, when you're an entrepreneur, like if you are an entrepreneur, you start something, you're a builder. And a builder has to understand what our flesh don't want to. That's your human side. Don't want to understand. Like, you think it's supposed to happen quickly, but you build slowly. Yeah. You know, and you got to have the right people come alongside you to build the vision. Right? And so that takes a lot of guts, tenacity. It takes a lot of faithfulness to the vision. You know, you don't just wake up and it just pop. When me and my husband started our church, we started our church in the pandemic in our home.
Like, because y'all coming on 3 years or just past 3 years?
Yes, we just passed 3 years in our home in the pandemic. I said, how this gonna work? But we built it. We started building it. Then I call us a church on the move, honestly, because we've been a lot of places. But we baptized in our backyard. We like sometimes, the cosmetics is great, but really helping people is important. That's the root of it all. So before you get the cosmetic, the great look, make sure that you have the character and integrity intact first, so that the influence, it won't overtake you, but you will be, your character be proved that you won't take glory. Because, you know, when you get glory, then you can become prideful. And it will pride come before the fall. Okay. So it's like, we started there. Then we went to the college, Ursuline College. And then God blessed us with a church building that we do own. Then we merged with another church called All Nations to do a work, because you know why? The kingdom needs to merge.
Come on now.
I think that's why I love that y'all non-denominational too. Like, y'all are, if you want it, we got it. Just pull up.
Pull up. It's giving like, you know, you'll get what you need.
That's exactly what you get. It's going to give you exactly what you need when you need it. And there's so much that y'all, like I said, I love the activities, right? Because we all know the song and sermon on Sunday. You know, that's what we all come for.
The tambourine.
We all grew up the same way, kind of. And I love how you all are able to still do God's work. You know, we come into you to bring you here, and if you come to us, you're gonna feel like home here. It's not like you're gonna feel I guess nervous or condemnation. Like you said, you speak more abundance than condemnation when you guys are speaking through each other, speaking to each other, speaking to the congregation, even online. Like when you guys jump online and like are telling it. I love it. Like I said, the Girlfriends was great. I thought that was so amazing, just because there's a lot of women's studies, or you know, everybody does it their own way, but it's like, okay, you don't got to be frumpy, you don't got to be you don't even got to be extra jazzy. And I think what I like about both of your industries, or really technically all three, but the beauty and the pastoral part of you is all about finding the beauty in others and bringing that to them, or you know, kind of putting that mirror in their face. And I love that you're able to convey that.
I told
what
her
you do.
KB. I told her that. Don't let her play like that.
But you have a natural gift at that, and the fact that you move in purpose, on purpose, says a lot about just how your journey is going to continue. And I love, like you said, you give back, you reach back. So can we jump into your education or your educational pursuits?
Yeah.
Because I think that's important.
Yeah. So I teach social emotional learning. I had a phenomenal year last year teaching in Cleveland, teaching in East Cleveland. I'm looking forward to coming back because I was gone, but coming back and teaching in more school districts. But it's important because I feel like there's no growth if we do not help the next generation. Like, it's like, I get it, and we are trying to still become, we're working on becoming, but as my grandmother calls it, you have to care about the future of tomorrow. You know, we're a part of that, but they are too.
Yes.
And so I have learned so much in just being that figure, right? Like, I felt like our presence helps them to see that, no, it's in your own city.
Yeah.
You don't have to look to music videos and this and that and the third. Not that you can't, but it's in your city. And, you know, you can be a student. It's possible for you. It's possible for you to really be in here and be able to control your emotions. It's possible for you to really come out, get it out the mud. Because some of these places that we don't all see, it's out the mud.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you're not living there, it's out your mind. But when you are there, you see that everybody don't live like you, you know? And so I just really wanted to provide a space where I could speak into a young woman's life, because it was a girl's base, and then we branched off to boys, but a young man or a young woman's life, and they see something that could change their life. Did you not know that statistically, if you see one person in your life that's a positive role model, it can change a kid's life? One.
That's all, and the sad part about it, how often does that happen?
Exactly. Exactly. One. And so, like, that's important. And I ain't gonna lie, it hit me when I started having kids. When I had my first kid, I ain't got a bunch of kids, y'all. So let me just roll it back. My first kid, and I had become like overcome with kids, and who's raising them, and what does that look like, and you know, how do we as a community? A lot of my events that I throw, I talk about the community a lot. I talk about how we can come together as the Black and brown community, because I feel like it's very, very important. You know, who's helping the mother who is struggling with her children? Who is helping families get back into place where not just for the kids, but where the mother has resources, where the dad can have resources. Like, the family is broken down, and it's like we got to come together, right? To be that force, at least to give things that if we get them in the room, we got to let them leave empowered to go home and not just care about you, but put your family together. Because that's important. That's really, really important, because a child don't just come out one way. They have parents, and then they got parents, and then it's generational. You see what I'm saying? And so, so that's why I started going to the school systems, because it was like, you know what? I'm blessed. God has blessed me. And I believe that God gave me this tool to be blessed, to have these cool jobs, to do what I do in a generation that loves beauty.
There we go.
So I use the beauty industry as my way in to teach you more.
There we go.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah, and so back to that, when you give of yourself, God keep blessing you. You're like a reservoir. You gotta allow for yourself to pour out so that God can keep pouring in. And so that's why I keep on dumping out, because I'm like, okay, well, fill me up again. Okay, well, fill me up again. Okay, well, fill me up again. And that's how it keeps going for me. And so even when I feel like, God, how is this going to work? I end up saying, but nevertheless, God, let your will be done. Because at the end of the day, if I give up, then I allow for the enemy to win. But God is getting ready to do something in your life.
Oh,
you get what
come
I'm
on,
saying?
KB.
Like, legit, He's willing Himself through you. So it ain't about me. I couldn't have gave myself these desires or visions.
Good.
You gave them to me. If you got a vision, he gave it to you. So that means that I always sit back on him. No, I need you to make this work. And I'm cool with however it got to start. If it got to start small, guy, I'm going with small. And as you increase it, let it increase.
Come on now.
And I think that that's how we get back in place. But yeah, that business did well.
So
that was my first stab at it.
I love it. So we speak on community, and what are some things that you have noticed as far as community that we can, just practical things that we can do to build one another up, which in turn will still build the children as well? Like, how are some ways that we can sow back into these kids or to do better with each other so that they can at least witness it?
That's good.
Sure. It's all in the stop.
It provoked
because she's able to see it from all angles.
Absolutely.
And because she's able to see it from the celebrity angle, from just a regular angle when she's working on everybody. For me, I'm gonna walk in your chair just saying I don't want to be orange or ashy because I'm dark skinned. You know what I mean? But I'll leave it being poured into, just like she's going to, paint my face. She's also painting a picture of my life. So. Just because you're able to see it from all faceted lives, you're serving underserved communities.
Yeah.
So just being able to hear it from your perspective, I think it truly matters.
I think that as women, let me start there. As women, we can show forth positive friendships. Right? I think that young girls look up to us for how we handle one another. So when we are calling each other names and they acting just like us. Whatever you don't like in them, they see in us. You get what I'm saying? Like that whole thing of what we think friendship is. You will say, "Oh, she my friend," but then you call out her name, and you ha. It's not funny though, right? Or the fact of the matter is that supporting one another. If I support you and you support me, then we teach the next generation of what support looks like, right? When you the community-wise, when you see Black businesses hiring, go get a job and work it as if it is a corporate job. I don't care if it's a small business. Be at work with joy. Work the job and show up. We don't owe you. We need to stop as a community trying to take from one another as if we owe each other. Like, you owe me. What do I owe you? I'm trying to build something for us all. So we have to come to our community and build it up because it's our community, right? We could take the moment to really get out here and create. Even if you come outside and you see kids, like when I see kids acting up, I be like, "Nah, y'all."
I'm like, "Don't tell me to take my blood off."
Hey, back to that village. Like, we gotta become a village again. I be hearing them talking crazy in the Family Dollar. I know these kids will want to fight you, but no, they not.
Right.
I be like, "Hello, how y'all doing?"
And they be looking for reprimand.
They always respond good to me. You know, hey.
I don't know, y'all. These are ones. They're wild.
They are wild. But sometimes and of course we could check the temperature, but it's how we approach it. Like, hey, how y'all doing?
No, I feel it.
Y'all, we can watch our mouths, right? Everybody have a way, but I just think like as our community, right? Like having a way of just connecting again. Like, it's not about we gonna let them just raise themselves. Right. No, we gotta really take on the fact that we them parents now. Yeah. Like we they
we them.
Like we keep forgetting, like sometimes I forget, I be laughing. I'm like, wait. Oh no, I'm not. I'm actually. I mean, I'm like, when I found out that my third grade teacher was 33, I said, "Wow!" I would have never guessed it.
Yeah, because I don't know why I thought they was older.
That's what I'm saying. So we're them, and I think that we gotta acknowledge that, so that we can begin to take on, more of the authority figure, and not in a way of that we gotta be mean or anything like that. We could be relatable. I'm relatable. Yeah. Kids respond well to me. I have dealt with breaking up fights and everything else. I just be like, "No, not today." What's going on? Oh, he like her. Okay, well, that happens. Yeah. You can't fight him about that. No. You gotta just, you gotta talk to him. Bring him back. Yes. But I think that it starts with us. It starts with us being the examples. It starts with us actually taking a stand and saying, like, you know what? I want more for my community. Yeah. I want more for the kids. I don't want to see no more young men walking around with their pants sagging and stuff like that. No, you a king. Yeah. I talk to all you a king. Yeah. And so, therefore, pull it up.
Pull up.
let's you deserve more. I talk to the girls. No, you are a queen. You are beautiful. Right. Go ahead, cover up. You deserve more in this life. So that's what I think the community can use, And I mean, this is me before I even became a pastor. Like when I just was serving the Lord, and just serving it. I've consistently been this way, like consistently. I walk in the shop every morning and I greet everybody. I'd be like, "Good morning, how y'all doing? Y'all all right? All right." Bringing joy, because at the end of the day, joy is our strength. So not your happiness, but your joy of the Lord. So I'm gonna sprinkle joy because people be hurting. Yes. And whether if somebody don't want to tell you or not, they are. And so as a believer, that's what I believe in. So I'm going to sprinkle the joy of the Lord over you. You ain't even going to know it by just coming in with a smile saying, "How you doing?"
I'm like, how did I get this joy, y'all?
Right. Yes. And it brings you into rooms. I think it brings you to rooms that you never thought you would be in. It opens up doors. I am a living witness. It opens up doors. People don't have to understand. Like, they might be like, "I can't put a finger on what it is." It's all right. But I want you around me. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, they'll want you around. And so I'm just giving y'all all these nuggets because it's the truth.
I'm saying, I'm like this thing up. I got to put it
right. The batteries are gone. Like, let it be for a little bit. So, KB, when you did accept the pastoral role, how did you know when it was the right time? Because I've heard so many people, they feel like, I know God's calling me to it, but I'm not ready. I don't want to do it. They fight. So when did you finally, I guess, let go and let God?
Yeah, we submitted.
Okay, so to pastoring, or just submit to just being a full-blown believer and feeling like
I would say the pastoral role, because there's some people that a lot of times they can be like, "Oh, you should be a pastor." Like, you should be a pastor. And, there's people that fight that.
Yeah, that's true.
Like tooth and nail fight.
That's true.
And then down the road, they finally accept the calling.
So, yes, I had words about that many times, and I was like, I think you should say no first, honestly. If you say yes, I was gonna question, like, why not say yes? Because I would say because it's a big call. It's a huge call. So to walk into it and be like, yay, it's interesting, because you literally are saying that I'm giving up myself. I'm gonna give up what I want to do to shepherd God's people. And so I would say I submitted to it. My husband, he had been in our basement praying for literally 3 days, y'all. I know it's these just, but hey, it was what it was. It was 3 days. And I was like, what's going on? And I wanted to be like, you all right? But the Lord said, no, leave him alone. But he came up, and on the third day, he literally said, God said we're going to start a church. And I remember sitting there, and my first night was like, But the Lord arised in me, and I said, okay, God, I'll go. I've learned how to just be obedient. That's good. I think that it has a lot to do with obedience. It does. How do you submit? You just obey. That's good. And our response being quick, a quicker response means that God can do more through you faster. I think that a lot of times I used to think like, ooh, when I get older, I'm going to do the God thing. Right. Like, you got my church side talk, it's how I preach, like that way. And so it used to be out there, and I remember God, I was laughing at myself like, wow, God, I would not have known that you have done so much. Like me just being like all the way in 10 years, it's been like legit, like, because I think that people get, like, you go to church and your feelings get hurt by a pastor, but I would say this, who are you in love with, Jesus or the man? That's true. Because man will fail you, they're not perfect.
Come on.
But the Father never will. And so sometimes things happen, people are people, but it should never stop you from wanting to be in relationship with him, and it should never stop you from wanting to serve. You just may have to pivot and go ahead to where God's sending you next. You get what I'm saying? Because he'll give you the spirit of discernment, and he's going to move you anyway. Some people will be pillars, and some people will be called to do other things. You get what I'm saying? Like, you have to have movement. And so, for me, obedience is key. Meaning, as I'm not going to slow walk this thing. I'm going to just obey and do. And that has been something that has taught me how good and how great things could happen for you. So, in saying yes, obeying, I've been a pastor for 3 years, and God has literally built His church. I did not build it. I did not advertise like that. I did not stop when nobody was in the seats. Me and my husband preached to nobody for like at least 9 months. Like it was a room full of people. Wow. And then God brought the people, but I learned that God breaks your ego first. Yeah. Because a lot of times you bet on yourself too much. And so when you bet on yourself, you think like you so great. No, God has to humble you first. Like, because you have to always kneel in or lean in on what He said about you, right? And know that He's the ultimate source. Like, I can't do it without Him. So, 9 months, nobody. Then God brought people. So it's like, that's why I said in 3 years, like, it's a big deal because we could have gave up. I don't pastor for nobody to look at me. Right. I don't pastor for self-esteem issues. I already had a great life and career. So, and I know Jesus. So I don't right. Do it for that. Me and my husband literally do it because we want to see other people do great things in His name. And if you go further than me, I'm so happy about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about. I cannot do this in me. And so that's why I pastor. Okay. Because I want to see other people live a life of abundance. And I want to see them free. And I want to see families restored. And I want to see bitter roots broken. And I want to see our children grow up with light and not be so dark. Like, I pastor to see other people be put on. That's why I do it. I don't do it for nothing else because God be putting me on. Right. So I'm thankful. So my obedience is what I do, and that's how I got to where I am. Girlfriends in Grace came from God said just start a women's Bible study. I said, oh, okay. Then Asia came and she said, I got a space. She goes to my church.
Asia, man. She's like
Can't sell your home and tired of carrying that load? Drop the house. Gutter Properties will buy your house as is with offers up to $300,000. Need serious repairs, liens, taxes, or judgments? We'll work through your unique situation to get that house off your back. During your free, no-obligation appraisal, we maintain social distancing and take every precaution to ensure your experience is safe. Drop the house. Gutter Properties. Call us or visit gutterproperties.com today.
Every episode.
She goes to my church, and I love her, and she's wanted to do it. So that's why Girlfriends in Grace is in like a restaurant or a multi-space. I forget what she called it again, but creative space, and but not creative space, but it's a co-working space. Okay. That's why it's in a co-working space / restaurant, right? It's not in a church. Right. It's not in any of that. Good. It's in a place that because some people not coming to church, and that's okay. So you gonna catch them wherever you get what I'm saying. I'm just willing. So that's where it came, Girlfriends in Grace, because guess what? Grace is on me and you. So that's why that happened like that, just obedience. I never thought it was going to work like that. I didn't think people was going to share it like that. I was actually surprised. I said, ooh, because I give events, I said, ooh, they think this is an event, God. This ain't no event. This is just and I kept asking, like, do you know this is an event? This is not an event. And people said, yeah, I know, it's Bible study. I said, huh. And when I got there the first day, I just was crying like, wow, God, every time I listen to you, you don't know what people need. Yeah. So if nobody learns nothing from this, you don't know what people need. Let me tell you something. Your gift makes room for you, and people need you. It's the God in you that they need. They need it. And so while we talking ourselves, no, because I'm ministering to myself too. You know, people don't know just how much of a blessing your yes is. My yes, your yes, it's a blessing. And so, you know, we be doubting ourselves, but somebody gonna be blessed. And so it's no need. Our yes is helping somebody. Yeah. And so that's where that came from.
My yes is helping somebody. I'm not saying 15 titles or whatnot, but that's got to be it right there.
I like that.
That's got to be it right there.
I mean, like, legit, though, like, and that's in my life. Even in film, I've met beautiful women there and men, and I'm still the same KB. And they say, you're so joyful. I said, because I love Jesus. And guess what? People accept me. But I've never had to become nobody else. And I'm in all the rooms. And I never had to do nothing other than be me.
Yeah, the coach was nothing like that. You can just be your authentic self. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. So once again, my yes blesses somebody.
So that's it, Lord. You got it right there.
Even when they don't think. And so, you know, going into my last thing, which is the empowerment. I literally, Sis Bloom, it's just yes, I was driving to Bangs one day, and literally in driving to Bangs, the Lord showed me my own life and showed me how I came from depression, not knowing what I was called to do, feeling like I'm not sure what I want to do in my life, and how I grew. Like, I went from that to being placed in proper soil to growing into this beautiful flower. And so, literally, he said, now I want you to share this. And I was like, well, what am I going to call it? And then he said, you can call it Bloom. And I looked it up. I said, ooh, Bloom is owned by a lot of people. So then I put on there, okay, well, Sis Bloom. And that's how that thing was birthed, for real, for real. And I did it in the pandemic once again. I made a whole visual for it, called my friends up. Because that's how I move quickly. I be moving.
Oh, yeah,
so,
you got to.
I made a whole visual for it, everything like that. And literally, in a pandemic, the tickets, I didn't think nobody's going to show up. And legit, the room in 2021 had over 100 people in it.
Come on now.
In a pandemic, when who's going anywhere, I thought they was going to be scared to show up. I was like, nah, this don't sound right.
You gotta come get what's waiting for you, though. You ain't gonna miss it. Yeah.
You ain't gonna miss it. My whole point is that if you don't know nothing else about KB, I want to see people win. So what does Sis Bloom do? It literally provides resources. I don't gatekeep, as I said in the last one. Whatever resources I have learned, I have been walked into a room, I share. And so the whole point is that I know so many people in small business or entrepreneurship or just want to know who they are, but you don't have the space to become that for whatever reason. And so I just wanted to share my journey, but then also put people in position to really take off. Because you either planting the seed. I'm either sent to you that you plant a seed, or I'm sent to you that you water a seed. That I'm watering you, and then God gonna bring your increase. But in either way it go, whether if I'm supposed to water you or plant, he gonna get the increase. So when you leave, it's that thing that you will leave my event, God's event, feeling loved and feeling empowered for real. There's no empowerment in my book without him. So I'm bringing this year great people all in this city that do great things, right? That maybe people never heard of before, or you don't know what they do, or you don't know how they make things happen. But I want them to come to this room, because you don't always have to go outside of this city to go get empowered. I think that, I think people don't realize that when it's huge, don't get me wrong, I like huge things too, but when it's huge, if you don't catch a person going up, then it take a lot to get in that room with them.
Absolutely.
But for some reason, people think that when they get up is when you're supposed to support, but you got to support when it's going up, because now you have the ability for the touch.
Yeah. The best time to get on a plane is during the takeoff, for sure.
You can't, and people, and so the misconception is that, oh no, it's not big enough yet, or you ain't got this celebrity. But that celebrity, don't get me wrong, I love them, but that's a great thing when it gets there. But you want to support what's going up, because that helps birth you, or what you trying to do. That's how you can have the number to call, like, hey, I was looking for this, can I get that? That you might go to something big, but you're not gonna leave with a resource. And if it's not in your city, how is that helping your small business or your dream or what you want to do. Don't get me wrong, when it's up, that's one thing. You should go to the big thing, but go to the small thing too, because you don't know. One thing that I learned in school, right? When I went to school, they always used to say network and get to know who's next to you, because you never know where nobody's gonna go.
That's the truth.
That's the truth. Who would have known that all those years ago, 13 years ago, me sitting in Brown and Veda, that I would become today a film makeup artist, and I have traveled all over the place. I work with all kinds of celebrities and my politicians and this and the third. I would have never known. I was just a girl that went to school every day and said, I'm going to be a makeup artist. Every day. I used to be like, I ain't coming here. No, I'm being a makeup artist. Nope, I'm going to be a makeup artist. I used to, every day they would tell you this. So I'm saying that I never take for granted who I'm getting ready to meet.
Yeah.
I don't know what you may become. I don't know what you're going to become. I don't know what you're going to become. So we better meet now.
That's true. That's true.
Because once you up, you up.
That's right.
And I can't be mad if you can't answer my email.
I'll answer email, KB. Don't worry. They might not.
Show love
It's gonna be the right words that you need that day too.
It is. I'm definitely gonna answer KB because she is preaching to me today.
Subject gonna be sowing the seed.
I'm just saying. You know, that's how my mind works, and that's what Sis Bloom is all about. Yeah. It's not. I think that the misconception is people think that the face of something means that you're putting them on. No, that's just who God chose to do it.
KB, I don't think you understand. You are cooking today, and we needed this because like I be talking to my kid and like we got a big coming up. And like,
conversation.
Yeah, we had to come all the time. We talk about these very things, and like I said, I don't know about her, but I know I get discouraged at times. I'm like, I don't want to do nothing. I'm done, Lord. And then here we go.
I prayed before I got here too. I was up too. I was like, woo, okay. But I mean, I get it. I totally get it. Right? I'm gonna be there.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I mean, at the end of the day, it's okay. Discouragement is gonna come as part of the game. You know, it is. Like, unfortunately, it's a part of the game, but it makes us greater because think about it in the reverse though. What happens when you get to where God showed y'all you're supposed to be?
That's so good.
Like, for real. Because then you're going to think back on all of this.
Yes.
It's how you speak into somebody's life. I only came out, I never thought about giving no conferences or anything. I never had to do it. I never had a vision for it. Really? I never wanted to do this. What y'all see me do, full transparency, I never saw myself doing this.
And you're so good at it.
Because God is good, KB.
Yeah.
And I just love.
Real.
No. I swallow the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because you got all these figures in the Bible who are people look down on when think they will be in the position they are. But God uses the lonely, the misplaced, these people who you will never think of, and He uses them for great things. And whatnot. And I just love it.
I never thought I fit in. I was like, God, I don't know where I fit. Like, I don't know if I fit in with the church folk. I ain't fitting in over here, God. Lord, like, what it look like for me? But then I realized, like, the way I preach, the way I speak, who I am, it is enough.
Yes.
And it's enough for this generation. Like, I'm supposed to look like I do. I'm supposed to talk like I do. I cannot try to be nobody else. I can only be myself. That's why, literally, doing these things, it's all God.
Yeah.
Because in my heart is that I'm just the face, but it's many faces. It's many faces. I'm just the example of what believing and what He said about you can bring you. That's the end of that. But other than that, hey, I am Ray Sean Gang's wife. I'm Christian and Bailey's mama. You know, I'm Renee's daughter.
There we go.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
it's not for me. It's not for me. It's for the glory of God and for people to really know that you can love God, you can go to your destiny, you can have great things, your business can boom, you can live life in abundance, you can have good character, you can be known for integrity, you don't have to cut nobody, you can really be, you can show great love, you can do all these things and experience peace that surpasses all understanding. Because I ain't fighting with nobody. You can have it all if you want it. If you want it. You know, it does make for you to make some decisions in your life. It does make for you, but guess what? You're going to discern some stuff. You're going to skip some stuff because a whole lot of stuff comes with a whole lot of drama anyway. You can skip a whole lot of stuff.
Hit the extra hard.
Yeah. Some things you're gonna learn a lesson and it's still a blessing because you learned that lesson. You ain't gotta learn it twice. Come on. If you discern properly.
Listen. I know she's speaking to me. You know how people are like, I know she's speaking to me. No, you
right.
I
know
was
that message for you?
I needed this today. You don't understand.
Yeah, it worked out.
It really did.
It did.
It did. God knew I needed this.
And it's the timing.
It's the timing. You're absolutely right.
It's about timing.
Shoot. That is a record though, okay? Because I think we asked you these set of questions this has been the third time now.
I cannot answer these questions no more. I still don't know. I thought about it all the way here. I said, well, Lord, should I say I want to work with a corporation? I do.
Hey, listen. I was going to ask you who's God called you to work with, you know?
Honestly, I believe I'm called my next level. I'm getting ready to start working with corporations and things like that. I am becoming more confident speaking in rooms with people who hold keys to doors that open next doors, meaning as who are working in corporate, who are in position to really make things happen. And so I'm excited. I have a great sponsor through Erie Bank, and that was big for me because I went to a room and I spoke. But I said what God said, say, and somebody came and introduced themselves to me. So I believe that I'm getting ready to start speaking in rooms of corporations and telling them what the need is, and it will be provided for.
I clap like I'm in church. I'm gonna hit this. Listen, I ain't never did that. You never know. I'm up here. I'm clapping instead of hitting my butt.
For real.
I feel you though. That's how I be. That's how I be. I know that's right. I be receiving it in my spirit.
That's right.
No, for real. It's a real thing. So like I thought about it on the way here, and that's what came to me. I was like, they gonna ask me them questions.
You know it, KB.
Who do I wanna? I don't know.
It's a record though. I think she the first one got all together 3 times.
Yeah. At least you had a head start. Because some people got to hit them on the spot with them. At least you had some time to think.
I mean, it's true because I said I cannot. What am I gonna say? But honestly, I was like, I don't know. Like, who is it? And I felt like think bigger. I'm just gonna put it out there. Corporations, and that's what I want to do.
Hey,
I want to talk to CEOs. And I guess I do. And it's
Y'all
happening
heard that.
again. I want it to happen.
CEO Cleveland Clinic. Come holler at
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
University.
Come on, present the rooms. I don't know. I don't know, but I know that people have agendas, meaning as they have people want to do things and they want to help causes. We just don't. I'm just gonna start opening up my mouth. That's the next.
That's the truth. Yeah.
Like it's really been on me lately, and I'm like, I'm getting ready to just start going places and introducing myself. Hello.
I'm gonna cut this up and send it to KB. Like, hey, this is a commercial just for KB.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I thought about it. I'm just saying. All the way here, I thought about it, and it's the only thing that came to my mind. Was corporations. So that's my answer.
There we go. I'm sorry for Brittany because I'm done.
All right. So of course our staple questions. I'm gonna go ahead and hit you with them, KB. So you are a huge collaborator. So this question, I guess we kind of sort of got the answer, but what would you say would be a great way for the city to become more collaborative? So that way we can help each other, like you said, be able to build each other up.
And for 3 times, support those that support you. Like support back. Also, choose somebody you don't know and support their business.
Come on now.
Like, just do it.
206 episodes. You thought we had heard that by now, but we have not.
Y'all haven't?
We have not.
No, you mixed it up.
You have. We have not heard that. 26 episodes. God is using you, KB.
I'm telling you.
That's good.
I'm telling you. What's wrong with that?
No,
you make somebody. No, I'm saying, because what's wrong? Like, you will make somebody's day. Like, support it.
That's true.
Because how many times I've literally been on Instagram and I would see somebody from the business and I put in our stories. They're like, "Thank you so much," and I'm like, "Hey, it doesn't take nothing to."
It don't take nothing.
It takes nothing. And you would have thought I gave $1 million or whatnot.
No, legit.
No, listen.
Legit. You'd have thought, but it makes people feel it makes them feel good.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like it brings forth like a I see you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly
and sometimes just a I see you mean everything.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, so I want to challenge you. If you the person watching right now or the person listening, today you see somebody on Instagram for their business, take the time out, put in their stories, and just promote their business.
Yes.
Just tag them. And that's
Tag
it.
them.
Tag them. And just do that.
Just tag them.
I like that. Thank you, Lord.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good. And KB, who would you love to collab with that you haven't already?
Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Oof, it's so difficult. I don't know everybody. I don't know, right? I mean, I'm literally like at a blank. But I will say that I do want to start watching more around and see who's popping, like who's coming up, like who's, when I say popping, I mean like who's really like coming up and coming. Yeah, I want to know who's up and coming.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like that's something I keep saying too on my page. I don't know if people's reading it. You know, I'm actually giving away $500. Erie Bank is giving $500 seed money to a woman in small business. It's going to be a grant. Go on my page, guys. Get to know you. Write me about your business. Again, back to that. I'm trying to. I know. I want to sew back, guys. Yeah, I don't want you just to sew in. I want to sew back.
Yeah.
That's important.
That's so good.
They partner with me. They say, yeah, we're going to give them $500. That's going to be great. Yeah, so yeah, I want to see who's up and coming. I don't know. Like, I work with a lot of people. Meeting y'all was great. I feel like that's why I got tickets to your event, because I feel like it is a budding relationship. I thought about, even being like, y'all want to come interview some people at the thing, you never know.
Oh, come on,
like I'm a collaborative person, so it's like when I come into a room, I meet with people, so I don't really know who's all up and coming, or even just who's doing what. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's why I don't know. Because I know it's so many people that I've worked with.
That's what I was going to say.
Already.
Yeah.
I know that I haven't. Like, I feel like that's why I said a corporation. Because I'm trying to figure out, like, who?
Top the Brown, give KB a call. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can see KB Top the Brown collaboration.
Because we both just balls.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I would be a fly on the wall in that room with KB and Top the Brown. Just,
that would be great.
Yeah.
It really would. I never thought about that, but it would be so awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to sit with her because that would just be a time shot. I leave.
Everybody smiling.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
That's all I'm going to say. That's good.
Listen, God is here today. I'm just trying to tell y'all today. You know what I'm saying?
He is.
Yes,
My third question. Oh.
Girl, the good old legacy question.
What could you eat?
We cut that.
Yeah, we cut that.
Don't y'all keep getting corned beef?
We kept getting corned beef.
We kept getting corned beef and Holy Boys.
And that's what we known for.
That's all we had.
Yeah.
I ate that last week. It was so good.
And I had one in a while.
Oh, it was so good.
Oh, yeah, chicken salad. It was chicken salad through in there every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some wants the chicken salad like two people, but it is what it is. We cut that.
Yeah, we cut it out though. The question wasn't doing what we was hoping it would do. So snippet. But legacy though.
Okay.
What would you like the legacy to be for you and everything that you got going on, girl?
Okay, well I talked about me, so everything I got going on, I'm gonna go that way this time. I pray that my legacy leaves in what I have going on, leaves a bunch of empowered men and women. That are doing great things in this city. And I say that because I have my counterpart, my husband, who has such a strong anointing for drawing men and young men, and just even my male leaders and just all of that.
You have him on here next.
They would love that. Yes, he would love that. He starts something for men too. But seeing families whole and really I pray that just our yes to pastoralship, our yes to sharing our lives, right? My children's yes to sharing their parents, right, with other people. I pray that it leaves people doing amazing things. I really like, for real, I pray that from underneath my ministry, that even that we have musicians that travel around the world, that win Grammys, people who just write books that are like New York best-time sellers, people who, you know, because they gave their life to Christ, their whole trajectory of their family changes. I pray that my yes, my husband's yes, leaves for something to talk about. Like, wow. And it's not just about us, but it be other people. I'm heavy on that, y'all. I could cry like thinking about that because I really care about other people.
No, you can tell too. Like, you're genuine.
Anybody that knows me, I have given whatever contact I have. If I can do it, I make it happen. And that's because I'm blessed to be a blessing, and I want to help. You know, and it just brings tears to my eyes because, that's important.
Yeah.
And that's what the city lacks. But that's what the city needs. It's that love. It's that sincerity. Not that I want to do something because I want me to be glorified, but I want to do it because I want God to be glorified. Because if He's glorified, then your life changes, your life changes, and your kids' life changes, everybody's life changes.
Yes, ma'am.
And people do great things in this earth. So that's that. Hold my tears, y'all. Because it make me tear up.
Oh, Lord.
It make me tear up. I'm just saying.
That's all I need to say is God it works for me.
I didn't learn how to hold them because I'd be like, woo!
Gotten better. You're right. But it's coming. All right, so no more.
Okay.
We got it good.
Was that good? Was that good?
Yes, that was phenomenal. That was phenomenal. Now, KB, this gonna be the challenge question.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
Y'all got a new question?
No. Well, it's a new question. Yeah, I guess. No, sort of, kind of.
Okay.
So, you have given us so much. You've been lighting that thing up all night.
I really have. My
From
finger hurts.
beginning to now. So now we got to take all that goodness that you done gave us, all them juicy and inspirational tips and, you know, just pieces of your journey. Now we got to condense it down for somebody that's watching.
Okay.
Where we just need 3 key things that you would like for them to take away. What are they?
Okay. Servitude.
Oh, yeah.
Humility.
I almost saw that in it.
Servitude, humility, and love.
Come on now. And you boil everything down and come down to the 3 things you talked about.
Literally did, yeah. That's it.
You are good at what you do.
Amazing. I knew that was going to have you thinking for a minute and you just flowed. All right.
So I have the most important question of all of them. Where can they learn more about you? Where can they book you? Where can they get some makeup? Where can they get all those good things?
Okay. Well, I do. So one, you can book me at www.christianbailey.net if you want makeup. If you're looking for me to speak, you can book me at www.sisbloom.com. If you want to come to the conference and you want to just be a part of the experience and everything that's going down that day, you can also get your tickets on www.sisbloom.com. We will have a business brunch. There will be a pajama party that night. Okay. The Women's Business Center will be giving away 5 scholarships. And so for 1 year, they will help you with your marketing. They will help you with your brand. They will help you with so many different things. So I'm excited about that. And then Sunday, we're just going to, you can find me in the church now. You can find me there. Saturday will be the conference in totality, and so that's just going to be a great time. We got different panels, different sessions, I should call them, and one that I really like a lot called "The Seed Within," and another one called "Good Soil to Produce Good Fruit." But that's neither here nor there. You might want to show up. www.sisbloom.com. You can always catch me on Sundays at the church, All Nations. 17. Ooh, I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry, guys. But it's on Libby Road. Look up All Nations Deliverance Ministries. I can't even think of it.
Don't worry, KB. I got you. I have the show notes.
Yes.
Right. For all my lazy
people. I had a great time.
We appreciate you so much.
Yes.
And like I said,
thank you.
I don't think you understand, KB. We needed this today.
I had a good time.
And it was. Thank you, Lord.
Yes. He knows.
He know. He be knowing. He be knowing.
Because we didn't even know we was gonna be able to come back. So he be knowing.
No, that's a fact.
He be knowing.
That's a fact. So I can't thank you enough.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So like I said, we gotta pay some bills, y'all. KB, I already know what you're doing, but I gotta ask you, what are you doing April 18th?
I'm gonna be at the
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Is that another
No. That's perfect.
Okay.
That's perfect. No, you got it right. Okay. So, guys, April 18th, we're bringing the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. David Shands, creator of Sis Bloom podcast. If you guys love our podcast, and I know you love his,
for sure.
And we have done our due diligence, and we said, me and Marky, when we first started the job, we said, hey, we started this with the mindset that he gonna come here, and God said, we got you, and he's here. So, guys, and the best part about all that, he's coming for free, and not coming free, but he's
going to teach you guys for free,
exactly.
For sure. It's free for y'all,
yes.
For sure.
I'm gonna pass it over to her now.
But April 18th, we're going to be at Midtown Tech Hive. We want to see you guys that evening. It starts at 6, but everybody has secured their seats, right? So get there early so you can get you a good seat. What you will be able to do is have a creative way to market your business. We know everybody with a mic want a podcast, right? And while it may seem like everybody don't need to hear everything you got to say, what's awesome is there's a wonderful way to continue to build your business. Not only will you be in a room, but you will be in the right room with a lot of movers, shakers, upcoming influencers, whether they realize it or not. You will be able to not only leave with encouragement and motivation, but actual substance and content creation tips for your business. You also will be able to be exposed to more events that are coming up throughout the city. And if y'all want to roll out of time with us, because we got plans, y'all are feel free to come through so you can see exactly where we going and why we want to bring y'all with us. So with that being said, we want to see all of y'all there. There are still just a couple left as far as sponsorships and vendor opportunities, and even our ambassador program. Shout out to everybody who has signed up for ambassador, helped us to promote, and even gained their rights to the exclusive event prior to the big event, right? We appreciate y'all, and we know y'all fill up game strong. So I ain't really gonna say too much. I'll just say, beat me there, don't meet me there. Thank you.
She good what you do. She all right.
You know, second track. We all right.
All right, guys, and make sure you guys tune in weekly to my podcast, Beauty Told. Again, giving you guys great advice, whether it be relational, whether it be financial or lifestyle. And again, having phenomenal guests on where we can take some topics, some juicy ones at that, and really expound on them. And the overall goal is that they be a positive change for you guys. If you can learn from our mistakes, then I know it was a story well told. So I cannot wait to see y'all there. And don't forget, we got another podcaster.
Yes,
Bangs After Dark.
We do.
Bangs After Dark. Go ahead on YouTube and type in Bangs After Dark. Our new one is up about friendships. Y'all don't want to miss it.
Yes.
That's a good one right there. So listen, y'all, if y'all rock with us, I know you rock with Brittany, I know you rock with KB. So listen, stop playing, okay? Lastly, I want to thank you. Yes, you the person watching, and yes, you the person listening, because you guys make it worthwhile. You guys show we're on our purpose and having great stories like KB's every week. Y'all tuning in, showing up and viewing, sharing, commenting, and we thank y'all. We can't take that. We can't take it for granted, and we know it's God's will. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I don't want to never take that for granted. So listen, guys. This episode, let me see, what number is that? Oh, that's 206. So listen, guys, we just want to thank you, and we'll see y'all next time, all right? Peace.